What's up, guys? I'm Jalen H. Today I'm currently watching Initial D Extra Stage. Last time on, Takumi fought Wataru, and they had an intense 8-6 versus 8-6 battle, and that was super fun. Of course, Takumi came out on top because he's the GOAT with his new engine, and of course, Iski lost his second love interest, Kazumi, who was Wataru's brother, who's his sister, and she went back home. And unless I'm wrong, I have no idea what to expect from extra stage. It's just the OVA, original video animation. So this is not gonna progress the plot. We'll just see more stuff, or maybe a flashback, or maybe it'll retell the events of the seasons that I've seen. I have seen Initial D first stage and second stage that's already on my channel. Go check that out and then come back here. And I will also be releasing third stage, the movie, later today. And then I'll be picking up fourth stage starting on Saturday. So let's get into it. Three, two, one. Wow. Hey yo, that opening for extra stage is fire. That's 101. That's the only time I get to hear that. That might be a top five song. Let me be real with y'all. Yes, the blue card, that has to be Mako, of course. I'm pretty sure she's the only blue card in the series. She got on them New Balances.
You didn't hit that corner tight enough, Mako. I'd expect a tighter line from you. I know you're better than that. You're off by like 5 inches.
Yeah, I know.
Does this take place after second stage?
Hey, look, someone's coming down the pass.
So we might not see our Akina peeps at all, huh?
Watch this pass.
Just Mako and Sayuki 30-minute episode. That's not bad.
That's why they're called Impact Blue.
Impact Blue. Did we know that name? I don't remember learning that. I think White Comet of Aki
You suck tonight.
Akina.
This crap
It
driving's
was
not
cooler.
like you, Mako. Concentrate. What's going on in that?
Is she
manual,
washed?
huh?
This, I know this is the original video animation, and it's gonna progress the plot. Like actually, like if they're gonna tell me something that's gonna be picked up immediately in third stage, or can I just ignore this? Well, I won't ignore it, but
So that's how it all went down. I was wondering. And I can't believe that you got dumped by Ikitani. You're so way out of his league anyway.
oh my god, don't even remind me this happened, bro. Ikitani is the
No wonder you
greatest
didn't write
fumbler of all time.
Sherman. You're the type
Oh,
of
so this is
person who
after.
mirrors exactly how you're feeling.
I see. This is after Ikitani didn't show
Your
up.
emotions. That's your style.
I would say, oh, I hope this gets rectified, that she gets back with Ikitani one day, and they refine each other. But Ikitani made such a big mistake not going to go see her when she waited an extra like 2 hours anyway. I genuinely don't think he deserves to be back with her.
Now, being in love means you accept everything about the other person the way they are. I mean, that's what love's all about.
And she didn't even do
Or
anything.
not till you go. Now get out of here right now, or you're fired.
Like, she made no mistakes. Like, Takami's girl actively was cheating on her with a dude in a Mercedes Benz, and had a sugar daddy. All she did was like beat him in a race, be cooler than him, like somebody else before they met. Is that her biggest crime?
Boss is right.
Then he got caught in
She
traffic.
was always straight up with me, but I couldn't do it back. I'm such a jackass.
I mean, he kind of realized all this stuff himself. I don't gotta beat him up. He already beat himself up. You know what I mean? She came out in the heels.
Please, just one more chance.
No, buddy,
there's
no.
an accident?
He didn't deserve one more chance. You know what? Okay, I'm kind of getting upset. I'm getting re-upset. I'm getting re-upset.
I can't fathom how anyone would want to break up with you. You're awesome. And he looked like he was over the moon crazy for you, too. But I guess that's guys for you. Maybe you two got your meeting times mixed up.
I thought about that, so I stayed there waiting for him. I was there forever after we were supposed to meet, but nothing.
And the jerk never even bothered to call you? So why don't you just call him?
I couldn't be that forward, you know that. Besides, after waiting there for 3 extra hours, I was humiliated.
3
And the fact that
extra
he hasn't even
hours.
bothered to call me after that night, I'm pretty sure that means he's not interested.
Sounds like you were really
Like-
stoked over this guy. That really sucks. Stoked enough that he
Okay,
jacked you
I'm
off.
trying not to just keep repeating myself the full 30 minutes of extra stage of how disappointed and Ikatani I am.
Huh? And
But
what?
because of that, I don't know what to say.
Me.
I can't tell if you're some naive little girl or a walking set of brass balls. I really can't. You gotta fill me in. What's so special about this guy anyway?
Nothing.
It's hard to explain. He's sincere and gentle. He was never pushy. Whenever we started talking about cars, time just soared by. We must have really gotten into it. That was just part of the magic, I guess.
This is Sayuki. Shingo!
That
long
was
time no talk. How's the big bad
the
world been
second
treating you
opening?
lately?
First stage.
Just fine. But this isn't a social call.
What? Are you serious? What's the Lan Evo squad doing in Miyogi?
I'm wondering if the news had reached you yet. Lan Evos with Tochigi plates showed up in Miyogi not too long ago.
Really?
That's okay.
I hear the Night Kids lost their asses to them too. Of course, it was that idiot Takashi. Had to lose to those speed monkeys on our home turf.
Speed monkeys.
I know who these guys are. A fellow named Kyoichi Suda was their leader. He's an excellent racer who hails from the Nikoira Hazaka course.
Wow.
I know you're here now, Kyoichi. The only question is what do you have up your sleeve?
This is interesting. Are we gonna see this race against them?
We should do this more often, Shingo.
Yeah.
If you didn't know it already, the Night Kids are a joke around here.
Well, that's a hell of a nice way to greet an old friend. Takashi, I'd like you to meet Sayuki. We grew up together.
Oh.
How you doing?
Damn, she's hot.
You might have heard it already through the grapevine, but Takashi's the one who raced him. Glad to meet you.
Can't believe you lost to those dudes on your home turf. How could you do something so stupid?
Takashi. You know what's crazy?
I'm here to
I genuinely don't believe Takashi will ever win again. Every new character that comes and fights Takashi is obviously gonna win because they gotta hype up the fight when Takami fights him. You know what I mean? And they don't want Ryosuke to lose to them, to a random. So you gotta have a fight lose to somebody. And Takashi's just that perfect person. He's Piccolo, you know. You come in, beat up Piccolo, and like, oh, this dude's strong. Then you send in Vegeta. Vegeta loses, and then you send in Goku. Takashi, he's like Krillin.
Who the hell else is gonna be able to?
That's why I like Keisuke. Keisuke is like Takashi, but if he won every once in a while. Like, I want to see the Keisuke versus Takami rematch. And then he crashed on his home turf. Oof. Cut.
They're a team of Land Evo racers. Call themselves the Emperors. It all went down right after Takashi had lost to the Red Suns in an uphill race. I don't think he'd fully gotten over getting whooped yet. He must have been feeling pretty
Honestly,
upset to fail twice.
with how this is playing out, I wouldn't even have minded watching this in line where it would have happened in the story. Like right after the episode where Takashi lost, watch this extra stage and then watch this. If it's not going to spoil anything else.
We got around our region. But even he couldn't keep up with the fire burning off the back of that Land Evo, which lets you know just how fast they are. They said to give them a month and they'd knock out all the competition in Gunma. Sooner or later, they'll be here. So you better watch your back, Sayuki. Miyogi's close to Uzi. Won't take much for them to get to you.
I can't believe it. They literally lost
I
twice.
know. That's
Their second in command lost to Takemi, and then their first in command lost to Ryosuke. So they just left like bums.
Man, this chick is
But
aggressive.
they got to come back because Takemi got to get his rematch.
You're better off avoiding these guys. You should know by now to trust what I'm saying.
What the hell are you getting at with that, Shingo? You think we're not good enough to deal with the jerks? Is that it?
I wouldn't say something like that to you. You know me.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember them saying that they beat Mako.
We might just be chicks to you, but don't count us out. We don't back down from anyone. Never have, never will.
Yeah, they're not bad racers at all.
Is that all you have to say to me? Great, then I'm leaving.
She can be such a stubborn pain in the ass. Don't you come crying to me, okay? So in case you hadn't figured it out, I brought you here because I wanted her to know just how dangerous the Emperors are. You could have at least tried to help out. Earth Demoran, are you even listening to me? Dude,
No, he is not here.
she's so hot.
Huh? He's just so much of a friend that he
All right,
can't
boys,
even
don't
look at
ask
her
me
in
where
a
I've heard
sexual
it, but I
manner.
know that a Land Evo team called the Emperors are planning to pull an attack on Gunma.
A buddy of mine was telling me about that the other day. Seems everyone's been talking about them lately.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
some crap about them cutting the Night Kid sticker in half and putting it upside down on one of their spoilers. Some kind of victory thing they do.
Who would pull that?
Yeah.
You really think they're gonna come up here?
What are you gonna do if they show up, Sayuki? You gonna take them on?
Lose.
You know, dude, that's a really stupid question. Wouldn't you say so, Mako?
Yep, any challenge is worth taking. We're the fastest.
I
Uzi
hope
has to
I'm
roll.
not
I mean, they don't call us
talking
Empire
too
League.
much
Brag
over
around the
extra
curves.
stage. I am paying attention.
So that's where we stand. But we need you guys to help us out, okay? The second any one of you sees those Land Evos, call me on my cell and tell me exactly where they are so we can take them down.
Yeah. So to get a race that you kind of already know the outcome, like there's no way they could ever beat them because they obviously were wiping Goomba at the
It's
time,
been
so they
2
can't
days and
lose
we haven't seen or heard a thing from
before
the Land
we
Evo
see the
guys.
Land Evo team fight Takemi.
Maybe they're not coming here to Uzi. I have to be honest with myself. There's a big part of me that'll feel a huge relief if they don't. I know I haven't been at the top of my game lately. And if I had to square off against them tonight, I'm sure it wouldn't be the best race I've ever run. Not by a long shot.
Yeah. Whoa! What?
I
Nipples?
want to clear this haze from my mind.
Wow.
I just want to
I
forget
did
about
not
Watani.
know we could do
Run
that.
rejection out of my mind.
Huh.
Sayuki, what is this?
I guess I gotta censor that, man.
Are you stupid? This isn't the time for you to be lounging in the freaking bath.
What's going on?
I need to pick you up. We're blowing this joint. Now move your ass.
I don't get it. Where are we going?
Up to Uzi Pass. The Land Evo jerks just rolled into town. Hurry and put on some underwear, for God's sake!
Just give me a second, you freak!
I don't appreciate being given extra work.
Mountain, guys.
I usually go in and edit black bars over
Man,
the
this
nipples
game looks
myself
great. I can't believe they actually
in
showed
real
up.
time.
We need to call Sayuki and Mako now.
Yeah.
For real? The Land
Dun,
Evos
dun.
just showed up?
Same damn Emperor Jagoffs you told me about earlier. We're on our way up there right now, and I thought you'd want to know.
Thanks for the heads up. Hey, Takashi. The Land Evo squad just showed up in Uzi. You screwing with me? I'm not. Now let's go. You got it.
Yeah. You should go see how it goes.
All I see is a bunch of drift punks with dumbass looks on their faces. Gunma doesn't seem like such a killer place for real racers. This is amateur hour.
Let's get out of here and tell Kyoichi's got an easy kill waiting.
Sure.
Uh-uh. Now, they haven't shown up yet, so I'm wondering, are they not fighting Pseudo? They're gonna fight like a random Team Emperor member that's in the background.
How you fellas doing? If you came looking for a race, we'll take the challenge, because our Cell 80 is the fastest car you'll find anywhere around here.
Hey, I got a question. Anything going on between you and that Sil 80 chick? I couldn't really tell at the restaurant.
Me and Sayuki, you serious? Nah, it's not like that. We're just
Dude,
friends. The two of us have been
they're
friends
just
since
friends.
we were kids. We lived near each other, went to the same schools, that kind of stuff. You know, we're just regular friends, man.
That's nice.
That's cool.
I know. Yeah, I just
Why
put
do
it
you ask?
together. You totally dig aggressive chicks, don't you?
Well,
Forget her. She's a strong-willed pain in the ass who'll walk all over you. Yeah, she doesn't listen to anything anyone else has to say. Does her own thing. Even if they are the fastest in Uzi, they don't stand a chance against the Land Evos. She thinks they're gonna be easy to whip, but she's wrong. Even I can admit their drift technique is an amazing thing for freaking real. There's probably no one in Uzi who could hold the candle to those chicks. But with pure speed racing, they got no
I don't
experience.
mind the
That
ship,
kind of driving requires control that's
Takashi
out of their
and
reach.
Sayuki,
Control's good, yeah,
but
it's not.
with this being
It's just not
extra
crisp
stage,
enough.
I really doubt
They'll be
that's
outclassed
real.
by a
They
serious
probably will
number.
never talk ever again.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been there. And I'm not saying they're slow because they're chicks or anything totally stupid like that. I just know the facts
Thank
as they
you.
stand.
Oh, so you're in a Sil 80, huh? And your chicks to boot. That's fun. Looks like a good time. What do you say we play a little round and round?
I don't think that's such a good idea. Kyoichi will kick your ass. You know that's not why we're here, man. We came up here to scout the place, and that's all we're supposed to do.
Shut up. Don't be such a buzzkill, Nancy. I mean, we came all the way up here, didn't we? So back off. I don't see the damage in us having a little fun while we're
Yeah.
at it, as long as I win.
Sure, dude, but what if they're good and you actually lose to them?
What? Don't insult me. Why don't you go ahead and explain something to me, Ren? How could my badass Evo 4 lose to a couple of hairspray snorting bimbos like those two chicks?
That's weird.
You're
I
back,
really
Mako.
thought
You screwed up
we were gonna
back
get
in the
like
last thing.
Mako versus like Pseudo
People who insult
or
women
the
racers
other
just
dude.
because they're
I'm
women are
sorry.
the worst kind of jerks.
And we were gonna see them
The
lose.
last straw. We're not going easy on you.
But they just going against randoms. Like they were probably in the
Why is that
background
serious looking 'em?
of the
She's
scenes.
faster than a
we
hydroplaner
saw.
when she looks like that. Because that's when her emotions fuel her.
So hopefully they're able to catch this easy win.
We're gonna downhill race. And since Uzi is a narrow course, we're gonna do it cat and mouse style. I'm sure you're familiar with it. If the mouse gets away, it's over. If not, we keep switching until someone wins. You cool with that?
That'll work.
Just tell me which position you want first. Since you're the outsider, I'm gonna give you the choice.
You know, I'll follow you on the first run. That way I can check out what you're made of from behind.
Sounds like we're ready to get started then. After we exit the first turn, we'll kick it up to full speed, and that'll be the start of the race. Think you're capable of remembering all of that? Or is that too much?
I'm good. Let's do it.
Hey, you gonna be okay doing this alone?
Didn't I just say a second ago that I was good? I'm one of the top racers on our team, Hell Pal. I'm even better than you. I'm more than positive that my Evo 4 is gonna wipe the road with some lame-ass Sil 80 driven by 2 chicks.
Some of the characters.
Right, let's go.
We've got this in the bag. I'm not losing to some guy who insults female drivers.
You look ready. You really think you're up for this?
Whenever you are, Sayuki.
Hit the gas.
I think it's so funny that so many of the characters just so irresponsibly just keep like putting down their opponent for no reason. He does not know them. They could be the greatest racers of all time. But he's like, oh, they're just 2 girls. Like when somebody's fighting against Takemi, like, oh, it's an 8-6, you know what I mean?
First day, his Evo 4 would never lose to some spit Sil 80.
I'm surprised they're really going through with this. When it comes down to it, women can have a hell of a lot more courage than men do.
But can they beat the Emperors? I mean, those guys laid waste to the Night Kids not too long ago.
That Evo 4 is an extremely high-powered 4-wheel drive. Anyone else would have run away. But if Sayuki and Mako can't win, and I can't think of anybody who's got the skills of the car to do it.
Right. And I don't know who it was named them Impact Blue, but they certainly deserve it. They're Uzi's fastest by a mile.
All we can do now is believe in them, because it seems like we both have faith in one central thing, that the Sil 80 is the best here.
Yeah. I'm really wondering, will Mako and Sayuki ever do anything ever again? Like,
Not bad for
I mean, they didn't race in second stage, but second stage was really short. So maybe they'll get like a little race somewhere else
Kick it out and drift right on through this corner.
in the series. You know, with like 3 more stages left, 4 or 5, maybe 2 more.
Evo 4's drift is more powerful than any piece of crap FR's drift by a long shot. What I got is a high-speed 4-wheel drive drift with an engine always on full blast.
Yeah, it's 4, 5, and final. So 3 more stages. No way we never see Mako get a notable race ever again, right? No way.
Mako, you're doing great, sister. Grip the next corner and hug the inner wall. You'll skip like a stone. So far, we're about even. I'm not sure if it's the Evo 4 itself or the driver's technique that's letting him keep up with us.
It's like you were saying earlier, the swinging drift involves so many variables, you kind of have to be a master of all trades. Everything depends on how you use the tires.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you saw this Sil 80 race? Has it been like years or what?
Nah, it's been since last spring.
Then maybe your driving style's changed a little bit. I've experienced it too, you know. After a horrifying loss, even the best racer can really change his tone. Sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse.
Yeah.
There are plenty of talented racers in the world, like Akina's 8-6. He knows what he's doing.
Hey,
That's an
shout out
F1 racer who
Takemi.
could beat the pants off a 4-wheel drive.
But that 8-6 is an exception, not the rule. You know that. It probably would have been a different story if those girls had even had a chance to see the 8-6 race before, but they haven't. They're blind to what they've gotten into.
Yeah, so much of racing in this series is like a game of knowledge. Knowing the course, knowing the racer, knowing what somebody would typically do, you know?
Just plain don't know what they're doing.
I'm not losing to this creep no matter
They
what.
haven't even done anything wrong to say that.
This is unreal. Her driving is completely different now. Her steering's definitely gotten way better. It must have been the race against the 8-6. That had to have been what tightened the screws on her skills.
It's so funny that like racing Takemi immediately makes you a better racer to the point where every single person that fought him in first stage, I want to see the rematch. I want to see the run back on everybody. But I don't know if the series goes that direction. You just keep adding new people. Of course. That's interesting, right? Adding new people.
That Evo 4 isn't as sharp at the corners as we are. Dude's not as great as I thought he'd be. 10 to 1 says he's not the guy who beat the Night Kids in Myogi. Had to be someone else.
Correct.
If that's the case, I'd hate to keep letting him stare at our ass. We're finishing him off at the next corner. That's C121. I'm telling you something.
What's up, y'all? My bad. My free trial of the front room has ended. 3, 2, 1.
You already know, but you're a hell of a lot faster on the straightaways tonight. Now you're going to be entering the corner at a much higher
Can I be
speed
real
than
with
you're
you?
used to. So don't forget to adjust for that when we get there. Right?
A couple days ago, I got copyright strike on Evangelion episode 7, which of course, if you get 3 of them, your channel is gone forever. I'm still watching, which makes me so grateful that Initial D is so easy to get up without copyright. So in worst case scenario, I might end up just posting Initial D, but I'm really a big fan of that. So like that wouldn't affect me because this is a great show. I'm loving the races. I love the characters. I would love to see more big bad villains be beat by the side characters that we've seen from first stage that I've grown to love so much. If that's too much to ask. So like Mako getting this win is great. That's amazing. You know, and Ryosuke literally just beat Team Emperor. You know what I mean? And I don't want to see like, well, I do want to see. Don't get me wrong, but Takemi don't gotta be the only person to win races in this series. You know what I mean?
Do me a favor. Don't tell Kyoichi anything about this. It'll just be between us.
Ah, thank you, man. Yeah, just mind wipe everybody here so that we don't have to bring it up later in the series. That's how OVAs and like original movies, like let's all say something that makes it so that we forget this forever.
Aw, you're too late, Shingo. The race is already said and done.
What? You're already finished?
That
Yeah,
sucks.
they won.
But don't feel too bad about it. I mean, we lost on our own turf too, you know?
What are you talking about, dude?
I mean, this is so unfair, dude. They fought a random dude in Team Emperor. And they literally fought the second in command. That's so comical, man.
She's a genius behind the
Man,
wheel.
this extra stage is really something, man. It's really
Let's get outta
something.
here. See you around, Shingo.
Bye.
Hey, wait. You know we came all the way out here to root for you, and now you're just gonna run away?
I mean, it's over, bro. It's over. Wow.
Dude, that Sill lady is giving off some serious vibes, I swear. Those chicks are the real deal.
Wow, man. Wow. There's still some left?
You rocked it out last night, Mako.
I don't know, maybe the guy driving the Land Evo last night wasn't really that good of a racer.
That's a load of crap.
I don't
Actually
think
had
he
a pretty
was.
tight grip on his style. If we raced him before we raced Akinas 8-6, it might have been a challenge for you, but it timed out just right. Less angled cornering has been our focus ever since our loss. We're getting better, and you've proved that with every single turn.
Good video.
But
Yeah,
at
I mean, I don't
C121,
dislike
you've
Mako.
been
I don't at all.
You slipped right back into
She
your
is pretty
flashy,
cool.
dramatic style of drifting.
I guess I entered that corner a lot faster than I should have.
And this is a
Sad,
pretty
I'm
fun
almost getting
gimmick.
nervous just
Two
thinking
racers
about it
that
now.
always race together.
Well, it sure as hell
She
was
got like a
winning
little
last night,
person
okay?
giving her
You thought I was
call
gonna
outs.
freaking die. I gotta say, you're one heck of an emotional racer, Mako. You change into someone else when you get behind the wheel of that car.
I feel this huge sense of relief right now.
Yeah.
But I still have a long way to go.
Ooh.
Like I'm chasing after something that's just way beyond that blue sky, you know? Something intangible. I'm not gonna need a man for a long time. Just you watch me, Ikatani. Bang.
Yeah, man. Ikatani
Cold or
sucks,
something?
man.
'Cause you sound like absolute hell.
All this episode did, for me personally, is make me dislike Ikatani a little bit more than I already did for doing these actions that I already know that he did. You know what? Let's get into third stage.